afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. And as always, I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of POV action today. This is an angle you guys have been asking me to do for quite some time. And I also wanted to show you some exhaust clips, so go ahead and check those out right now. And as you guys can see, the car sounds absolutely phenomenal. Now we are on our way to the Metro Parks, which is probably one of my favorite roads to drive on in Ohio because it's full of twisty turns. There's not really a lot of people on the road, and it's just overall a great driving experience. All right, guys, so you guys have been asking me for quite some time to make this sort of video, and it kind of works out because I wanted to talk to you guys about the overall drivability of the Cam and how the exhaust sounds inside the car. So a lot of the guys on the Facebook pages or on the forums are always debating what exhaust sounds the best. And in my opinion, I'm gonna go with Corsa because that's what I have on my car. 70 mile an hour, 5th gear, there's no drone. The 80 mile an hour, guys, 6th gear, we're at like 1700 RPM. The Cam isn't bucking at all. There's just a little bit of drone, but it's not too bad. I mean, before with my old exhaust, I had a Billy Boat system, and I literally had to scream to my passenger anytime you had one in the car. That exhaust, it sounds really great outside the vehicle, but inside the car, guys, it was unfreaking bearable. If I could try to slow it down a little bit, I can get a little bit more of a drone, but that's the cool thing about the Corsa is that you almost have to make it drone yourself. Now I have just a regular Corsa, the extremes weren't out. I thought about upgrading it, but in my opinion, I can't justify spending another like $1,700 just to save a little bit of weight and have something that's like 10 decibels louder. This thing is plenty loud enough on the outside, it's real nice and quiet on the inside, and it's just an amazing system. I can't stress that enough. I love this exhaust. Just sounds so good. Just like that, we are over by the Metro Parks. This is probably one of my favorite routes to drive here in the beautiful state of Ohio, where we have wonderful roads, and I'm hoping that the Hyper Smooth in this GoPro Hero 8 does its job because the roads here are truly awful. In the meantime, guys, we're just gonna go ahead and cruise around normal. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about my blower. If you guys watched my last video, you know that I've been waiting forever for this thing. But long story short, guys, I ordered this blower over 2.5 months ago. I was originally told it was only gonna take up to 3 weeks for it to come in. And after the 3rd week or so, I called them up and they said that it takes up to 2 to 3 weeks for them to get it, and I should be expecting it sometime soon. Now at this point, I'm like, maybe I misunderstood you, but I know what I heard, but it's not a big deal, like whatever. We still have a long ways to go until Corvettes at Carlisle, which was the whole reason for me getting this kit, and whatever, there's still plenty of time. They gave me the runaround basically and said that it was coming, it was in the mail, and that I should be getting it extremely soon. Still like the middle of summer by this time, everything's great. Well, I end up getting a package shortly after, and it's got basically 40% of the kit inside of it. I'm missing belts, I'm missing pulleys, I'm missing the entire direct drive system. The head unit itself is not there. So again, I call the guys, I ask them, well, they can't give me any sort of answer. They have no idea like what's taking so long, whatever else. They're gonna send me the rest of the stuff because they didn't have it in or they forgot it. Whatever the truth is, I don't know. It's neither here nor there at this point. And I get, yeah, I'm probably being a little bit annoying, but at the end of the day, when you drop several $1,000s on something, you would assume that you would have relatively good customer service. So a few days goes by, I see they created a shipping label, nothing's been shipped yet. And this is the thing that kind of ticks me off is they can't really tell me anything at this point. They have no idea. They said they got a few things in, they'd be sending it to me and that I should have gotten it already. So of course, right after I hang up the phone, I get a UPS email saying that a shipping label was created, which means that they know that they didn't send it to me and they were gonna go ahead and like expedite it. So fast forward a couple days, they end up shipping me my kit and that package gets lost at UPS, which isn't their fault, but it's still kind of frustrating. So we find the package only to find out that they sent me the missing parts that were originally supposed to be in my first box. I'm still missing a belt, and yet again, there's no blower. So the most important part of this kit is still missing. They can't tell me when anything's gonna be in. It's been like over 2 months now at this point. So I call the manufacturer that actually makes the head unit itself. Now this is where it gets interesting, guys. They told me this guy's doing like Pilates or something. What in the world? So anyway, guys, the manufacturer tells me that when I ordered my blower in July, shortly after we're assuming one of their machines broke and that they haven't been able to make any sort of blowers or anything yet. Now the thing about my blower is I ordered a very specific option on it, which I'll tell you guys here in another video, but it should be really easy to track because it has something that the other blowers don't come with. So I talked to the people that made it, and they told me that they essentially can't give me any sort of idea because they just started making blowers earlier that day, and that it will still be several weeks before they even have any clue of like what's going on. So here we are 2.5 months later. I still don't have my kit. I know it seems like I'm crying about this, but this is something that you guys have wanted to see. I absolutely wanted to get it here for a while now, and unfortunately the Corvettes at Carlisle show is over. Summer's done also. I mean, we're in the fall right now. It's the first day of fall today, and the weather in Ohio soon is gonna go to absolute shit. But that's kind of like where we are now. It has been over 2.5 months. Wow, it's a really nice truck. I'm sorry that we don't have any new content really coming out. I know this is something that you guys wanted to do, and believe me, this is something that I've been looking forward to for quite some time, so I'm equally as upset about it as you guys are. I hope you guys like this different view that you guys are seeing now. I think it's something that I might do later on in the future, but again, comment down below, let me know what you think, and that's gonna do it for this video. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, take care, and I'll see you next time.